select it.
Yeah,
And
that's what I would say, right?
I don't want to open it. That's the problem.
Get two.
That's the right answer.
It's the only answer I can think of. One open, one not. Problem solved. Okay, hang on. There we go. So I think we're live streaming. If not, budget ends up, as we say in the old country. So let me turn it on. It's a USB-C adapter in the back. They give you the cable, but they don't give you the brick. But it's just using the old USB standard. They give you the old USB cable, not the new brand spanking new USB-C. So you don't need all 3 amps to run it. It's got a mouse, and it comes with a joypad, which is weird because I don't remember the Amiga having a joypad. But all right, there you go.
The CD32, I think, had a joypad.
Oh, sorry, I gotta lower the volume because I can't hear otherwise.
So, Enyo, is the mouse, does it have weight?
It's got some weight on it, yeah.
Okay.
It kind of feels like a regular Amiga mouse. I don't think it's that far off. It's also, but it's a laser mouse. Interestingly, it's USB, but I wouldn't want to use it on a PC. PC's having scroll wheels and the scroll wheel being a button as well. So I'm not a big fan of the idea. But I mean, on this thing, it's perfect. No, the mouse is not absolutely necessary. You can perfectly run without the mouse.
Well, that's if you just want to play a video game.
One thing I wanted to do, I want to put games on it. Okay? It's got the icon just like the Mini 64.
Cool.
But you have to install the WHD load package to do it. I haven't done it yet.
Oh, you haven't done the firmware update?
No, I haven't had time.
Yeah, it's okay.
I got a day job, so
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
sucks having
Oh.
a day. But c'est la vie. But that's okay, because my main thing I wanted to do. Where are you? Battle chess.
How's the resolution from where you're seeing it?
It's taking my HD TV fine.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's pixelated, right? So it's emulating the EC whatever Amigas, not AGA. So this is based on a 500. It's not doing anything other than a 500, like 1200 AGAs. So you're not going to throw out your emulators. Which is why I got a 400, a Raspberry Pi 400.
That's cool. So do I. And you know what I just found out today? By the way, hi, Marlon and Peter and Mike and Chris. I haven't met you before, but I'm going to change this filter here. I'm an old school TV. I just found out that the Amiga, the Pi 400 is going for upwards to $600 now. Because of the chip shortage.
But there was a shortage of the 400s.
Well, there's a chip shortage of 400s, and they're going for that amount.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, why am I not involved in that? Shoot.
Well, let's see what you got here.
Check this out. Now I'm going to kill this guy. Watch.
Is that battle chess?
This is battle chess with ships with it.
Oh, I see.
Cool.
I battle chess for the C64. It works pretty good. Works fast, works pretty fast, and makes good moves.
Hey, Nico, you need to change your tube to a 1802 monitor, not this old style monitor.
not a
You have the Commodore 64 screen. You need the monitor itself now.
Yeah, I know. It's not removing what I first selected. let's see, choose video filter. I don't want this. Done. There it is. Is that better?
Much better.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you playing here?
Worms. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that.
Yeah, and how much was it delivered to your house?
Like one something US.
How much?
It was like high 100s US, Canadian.
So sorry, how much was it?
One something US, 170 Canadian, something like that.
170 Canadian. Okay.
Yeah, but I ordered it early on, like almost as soon as I saw a store Golan was talking about that would have it and ship to Canada. I'm like, done. I'm taking the chance. I'm gonna do it. No question about it. So real weird. Let me. Crap! I shouldn't have hit that button. Just a moment. So the keyboard is there too, just like the 64 Mini.
But the keyboard doesn't work on that.
No, but it does have the side keyboard for those times you need the keyboard.
Or you can stick in a regular USB keyboard.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you can or not. I would think so.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
But the problem is, how many ports are in there? Is there 2 or 3? How many ports?
3 ports.
Oh, so that's just enough, I guess. Keyboard, mouse, and if you want extra games or something, you use the USB stick.
Yeah, and on the 64, you can't put it. You can't put a USB extender. So that
Yeah,
is-
well, with this one, I think you can just put a powered USB hub, so you can get more ports.
Yep.
How's the sound?
Hang on a sec. Just a moment. Where's the space key? This one? Fleming. Not echo what? The hell? Just a moment. I do not know what the hell I'm doing. Snow White a worm. Okay, why am I doing this? What the hell am I doing wrong? Okay, there we go.
So Ennio, I'm a little confused because I've heard from people that in order to load ADF files, you need the firmware update.
Yes, they
And
talk
then I
about
heard from, yeah, go ahead.
they talk about some WHD loader program has to be installed. I haven't. They also include a QR code to find it, to where to download it from, but I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
You know,
And then I've heard conflicting things from
Oh,
others that you don't need, that you can load ADS, but you have to go inside the settings somewhere there and change the settings in the emulator for that to work. So I'd be interested if you know what the real deal is. Let me know.
Yeah, as soon as I get a chance, I will. Probably on the weekend. I don't think I'm gonna have time until the weekend. I've got tomorrow off from work, but that doesn't mean I'm touching a computer, right? But I mean, it's worms. I suck at worms, but it works. Well, I'm happy with it.
Does it have a desktop or just games?
Just games. Now, I think you can make it run a desktop. I was gonna do that on the weekend. But I mean, would I want to do this with a desktop? I mean, if I was going to do a desktop, I'd probably run an emulator on my Raspberry Pi. But that just makes a little more sense to me.
That's what I do with Amiga 1.5. I run it on the Pi 400.
Yeah. 2 gig Pi 400?
Yeah.
Okay. That's similar to what I'm doing. This one is a 2 gig I bought early on. And I got that Amy. What's the emulator? The one that you paid like $20 for, but had everything configured except the ROMs.
Boanto?
No, it wasn't Clonado, but everything is based on whatever the emulator is. I forget the name now. I
Amiga.
do have a legal Clonado license, so I have the ROMs.
Okay.
I figure, you know what, I've done enough piracy. I don't want to wreck the Amiga any further. Is there anything anybody? Well, I could show you the menus.
Yeah.
The configurations. Maybe you
Yeah,
guys.
please, let's see that.
So display options. I got screwed over with the display options because when you first get the unit, it asks if you want to test 50 hertz or 60 hertz, which I didn't even realize was a thing anymore.
Anyhow, what is that? I just got on, so I can't tell.
Oh, hey Joy, this is the new Amiga A500
Oh, the mini.
clone mini. Yep.
Okay, I know what you saw. Okay. Is it worth me getting?
I'm sorry.
Is it worth me getting one?
I like it. Your mileage will vary. If I can tell you that the graphics are 1985 Amiga, they're not AGA Amiga.
Okay.
Sounds
Well, it's
good.
500. It's 500. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds are good. I like it. I'm glad I got it. I don't regret it. I find the one on the Raspberry Pi that I have periodically likes to blow its brains out, which drives me nuts because then I'm restoring from backup, like often.
Are they sold locally, like Shoppers Drug Mart again?
No,
No, they're not
Not this
shipping
time?
at all.
no senior discount, Joe.
They're not shipping to Canada at all. So
That was
I'm
great
like,
last time.
Yeah, I remember that.
oh, they're going for like nothing.
Yeah, I bought mine for $130, and all my friends in Europe got them 2 months earlier. So they must have had some kind of European shipment, and then North America and Canada were last.
All right, guys.
So all the bugs were worked out before it got to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I gotta disappear for a bit. I'll be back in about 45 minutes thereabouts.
Okay.
But I'll leave this running. But I will be back, and I'll answer any more questions when I do get back.
All right, thanks, Andy.
Thanks, man.
Good.
Maybe I'll wait for it to go down to $50, like the C64 mini.
It's not a bad idea if you already have an Amiga.
I do. I have multiple Amigas.
Yeah, see, I don't unpack my 2000 anymore, so
But yeah, the C64 mini went down to like $25. I think I got one for $25 brand new. From
Really? I paid 40 for mine.
electronics.
When they asked me at Shoppers if it's for my pops, I get the senior discount. I go, yes, yes, it is.
I haven't opened up my C64 mini yet.
I haven't opened mine. It's on display. I haven't opened it up.
I opened mine up by the C64 mini. I have it up on the shelf. It looks cool.
Oh, cool. Did you do the firmware update?
Yeah, there was multiple firmware updates. One of them was to allow you to run, I guess, the images. So you can put a USB stick and run the images. Before you couldn't read those. But now you can put all your C64 games on a USB stick and run it off the C64 mini.
Cool.
Yeah, I heard that the newest firmware update for C64 mini allows you to play the new Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. But I'm playing that on Sega anyway, so.
Yeah, that
So
was
now we've got the Amiga 500 mini. Who's got it? Who bought it so far? Anybody? No?
looks like Ennio.
Just
Yeah.
Ennio, I guess.
I got one.
Chris, yeah, that's right. Chris
Oh,
got.
cool.
I didn't open it yet. I mean, I looked at it.
Me
It
neither.
was too pretty. I didn't want to let it get dirty.
Well, I bought a real Amiga 500, but I didn't like it because the graphics were not as good as the on the C64. On the C64.
Really?
Yeah, and half the games I tried didn't work.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I used to have 3 Amiga 1000s, which I bought from Ernie
Attorney?
Turney, yeah. Yeah, I bought three Amiga 1000s for him, but I couldn't stand the clicking sound from the disk drives all the time. Like,
Just put a disc in it. That's all it wants. Just put a disc in it, it's happy.
yeah, I guess so. But if you put the wrong disc in, then wouldn't it screw it up?
No, it's just a sensor. It just wants a disc in it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's constantly checking to see if there's one there, should I look at it?
Well, as I said, I tried the same games, like the same game titles, on both the Commodore 64 and the Amiga 500, and the graphics are better on the C64.
Did you have the expanded memory on the Amiga? Because that'll make a difference on what capability it puts out. It looks for
No,
that and uses it if it has it.
I mean, it was just the graphics that weren't as good as on the C64. Like, on the C64, they had this. Oh, with Neuromancer, the guy's hair was in a sort of he had sort of a hairstyle, but on the Amiga, it was just like cut off, like you got a brush cut or something. So it wasn't that good. But things like that. So I guess I sold all 3 of them. But I did buy a A2 or a C256 Phoenix, but I got the title screen, but I can't run it yet because it requires some operating system or something. But it's all packed away now in a storage area, so I can't get to it now anyway. So. But I in the future I'd like to trade my PAL C64 for Apple IIgs system, because I have a PAL C64 system with a lot of games. So I'd like to trade that with somebody with the Apple IIgs with a lot of games. It would just be a straight trade, no money involved.
Isn't that sacrilege?
Sacrilege. No.
No?
It's no money is involved. It's
No, but trading a Commodore for a Mac.
Yeah.
It's not a Mac.
Are you making some kind of deal?
It's an Apple IIgs.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it would be sort of a deal. It'd be like just a straight trade, system for system. But I have to try all the games on my PAL C64 first, which is going to take 1.5 years. So.
Play faster.
Pardon?
Play faster.
No, I was going to play each game for 20 minutes, and there's 5 games on each side of the disc. So 5 times 20 is, I believe it's 20, 40, 60, 100 minutes, which is 1 hour and 40 minutes for each side of the disc, for each disc side. So I was going to play one disc side a day until I'm finished. And I'm gonna post it on YouTube, and then try and get some advertisers so I can actually make money off it. So that's my plan. That's my plan anyway.
Well, let us know when you launch it.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to move to Milton first. I'm paying $444 per month for a storage area. It's a pretty large storage area, and I have most of my stuff in there. But if I can move to Milton, then I can take all that stuff with me, and I have $444 extra each month. Free $444 freed up in money each month. So I won't have to pay that much.
to buy more Commodores.
Buy more Commodores. Yeah, well,
Why not?
I didn't buy the
They're going up
128.
in value.
Pardon? No, I didn't buy the C128 because I just didn't like the name of it. So, and I didn't like the look of. I looked at the different Amigas on Wikipedia, but they didn't look so great. The screen looked like different shades of gray, even though it was capable of color. So I don't know. So I'm not that interested in the Amigas anymore. But I'd like to download play some Apple II games on my emulator, and also some Apple II GS games to see what they're like, so before I make the trade. So.
Do you have an Apple II GS game collection?
Well, they have that on on a website on the archive.org. It's supposed to have lots of Apple II games there. Yeah. Oh yeah, an Apple II GS. I think it does have, yeah, it has Apple II GS games too there. It probably also has Apple IIe and Apple IIc too. But the thing I like about the Apple II GS is the Apple II line is backwards compatible. So the Apple II GS is compatible with all the with the Apple II, the Apple II Plus, the Apple IIe, and the Apple IIc. So, anyway. Hey Joe, can you hear me? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hi Joe. So how's the Amiga sales going?
Nothing's
Good.
been going since COVID began, man.
Oh, right.
Everything slowed right down. I've done, couple $100 at each of the online shows and very few walk-in stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And Chicago, I'm probably not going this year, even though it looks like the borders are opened up now.
Mhm.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe, I might do a walk-in. I have to
Okay.
call you though.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey,
By
Joe.
phone. You told me by phone, right? I can call you by phone. That's the best.
Yeah, anytime in the evening. I'm always here in the evening.
After 7?
Yeah, 6, 7.
6, 7. Okay.
Right.
Can you hear me, Joe?
Right now I'm off and on at work. So it's hit and miss if I'm here all day.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you, Nico.
How you doing?
Okay.
So you're not coming to Chicago this year?
No, I'm not going to deal with or I didn't want to deal with the border, having to do the testing and all that stuff
Okay,
and
that's
free
too bad.
papers and all that crap.
Yeah,
Plus, it
we're
looks
gonna
like
miss you.
gas is like double the price of the last time I went. Right? It's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, if you take your Avalanche, it's going to cost you $800.
It could be real close. Yeah. It's like, what the hell? I mean, it's usually close to 3 already,
How you
right?
doing, guys?
In US funds, right?
Wow.
Oh, I'm
I mean,
sorry
our
to hear
dollar's
that.
doing decent, but gas is going to be a killer.
How much is gas in the US?
Oh, right now it's $5 here.
Wow. Still cheaper than here though, but yeah.
It's 5. I'm in Minnesota.
Yeah,
But it's-
$5 a gallon, right? So that's around $1.25 a liter.
And it's
Yeah.
$10 in California.
$10 in California?
Yeah,
Wow,
with no end in sight.
man.
California is expensive with everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
$10 a gallon. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're saying. Yeah, they're saying that we're at capacity in America. You know, that they can't produce anymore, and they need to build new infrastructure if they were going to increase output of petroleum. But that takes time and years to create, new mining and drilling, and the people and the resources. And so there's some kind of investigation going on that the Biden administration is halting production.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's
Okay.
I don't know.
a year and a half ago, they were basically giving the barrel of gas to people and paying them $1. I think it reached -$1 a barrel. They had so much overstock
Wow.
because of the lockdowns, right? So they had this extra fuel,
Yeah.
and now they're ripping people off.
Well, sorry,
So-
Joe. I was going to give you some business this year. So hopefully another year.
Well, I'm still doing the online thing. So
There's still the World of Commodore.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we have to wear masks there now. No thing.
it's voluntary.
Okay.
It's how many people in the room and how close you get to me is whether I put it on.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the table, I don't put it on, but I go walking around with everybody else and I do.
Oh, yeah.
So Joe, if you were to go, what systems would you bring, or just software and books, or?
It's mostly just software and books. I got to maximize what I can bring,
Yeah.
right? And those are the things that basically sell the most of, right?
Okay.
Back when I had the joysticks and the 81 kits and super snapshots, stuff like that, that was selling over and over and over. Then I was bringing those type things, right?
Well, for somebody like you who's coming in from a great distance, if you let him know ahead of time what hardware you want, he might bring it with him.
Yeah, if I've got orders pre-sold or whatever, yeah,
Okay.
I'll bring all that stuff, right? And I usually advertise that I'm going a few weeks earlier to do all that, have some pre-sold items. That way I can get whatever duty papers are needed at the border ready for it.
don't we have enough oil in Canada? I mean, yeah, oil in Canada to power all our cars. Do we have enough? Do we have enough gas in Canada? Gasoline?
We got enough. It's just getting it across the damn country.
Oh,
Environmentalists want to keep stopping pipelines.
oh
So they
yeah.
think it's better that we haul it by truck or train.
No, I think it's better by pipeline.
Mm.
It's faster, but too.
Exactly. Makes sense. Exactly. But, you know, worried it's going through this land, that land, and what happens if it explodes and sabotage and
They
leaks,
shut down
all
the,
the bullshit.
what was that, the Keystone pipeline from
Yeah,
Canada?
the final one got shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We had
been
5
unfortunate.
pipelines at one point, and now we've managed to get all 5 of them shut down. And one of them, all they wanted to do was it the Enbridge one. They just wanted to change the direction of it. That was it. So as the pumps and a few other things had to be changed, right? And they even managed to shut that down. So now all the gas is locked up on the outside edges of the country and it gets trucked to the middle of the country.
Mm.
XL was supposed to bring it across to the middle and then take it down to the States. And we were going with or without the States on that one.
Well, I'm afraid that these problems are impeding my ability to compute in retro. So we need a new party. I've been talking about this for years. A new party for retro computing to recognize our rights. I'm serious. I'm tired of it.
Well, you guys are so polarized in the States there.
Yeah. Oh, it's never been worse.
I mean, up here, we're getting landslide one way or the other way. Like Trudeau comes out and does his speech and everything, thanking everybody for voting for him. And we're going to get this, this, and this, not even realizing that 3 of the provinces didn't give him a single seat.
Oh.
And he's quiet for like next 8 days. And he comes out again and comes out with a speech more appropriate for what the election results actually were.
Oh, gee.
Right.
He's an idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Most
right
politicians
now,
are.
Right now,
And that
we're
shows you right there how much attention he was actually paying that night. Comes out and reads a speech, an acceptance speech that was written a week or so earlier.
They all want to force us to EVs, and then
what's
they're
worse, that or
electric price up.
Joe Biden going on Jimmy Kimmel and laughing about gas prices? That's what he did the other night, laughing, yucking it up with him. So. But anyways, retro computing. Does anybody else have anything they want to present?
No, I was gonna maybe share my screen, but I guess I could tell you guys on Amazon, if you want the A500 mini, it says it's $139.99 US, and they ship to Canada with $30 in shipping and import fees. But they do deliver to Canada. So it comes out to 169 US. So around 200 Canadian, I would say.
You have one, eh, Simon?
What's that?
You have one?
No, I was just checking annual because he got one. I wanted to see if it's worth getting. I hate
Okay.
the part that it doesn't have a real keyboard, and
I know.
I don't know, it's just I don't know. I'd pay $50 for it, you know, to put it with my C64 mini on the shelf, but
Yeah.
I don't know
Same
if I'd
with me.
pay
If it's not
200.
at Walmart, then I'll buy one.
That's why, yeah. Get it back in the stores again, and I'll go pick up one.
But yeah, they don't have it in the stores. That's the problem.
No.
They had it everywhere. The C64 mini was everywhere.
Yeah, it was at GameStop.
Oh yeah.
I bought it for $40 at GameStop.
They had it at drugstores here and Walmart,
Yeah.
hardware stores, you name it. They had it everywhere.
The
Wow.
64?
The C64, yeah, the C
Yeah.
64
Yeah,
mini.
I got
64
mine
mini,
for
yeah.
$20 brand new.
What's that?
I got mine for $20 at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Wow, it went, yeah, I was just saying I got mine for $25 from Visions Electronics at one time. Just to get, they wanted to get rid of them, I guess. They lowered them to that price, $24.99.
I should see if there's any
I
left.
would really like to find another one. So if anyone ever comes across one, I'd love to have a second one if anyone's selling or something.
Oh, yeah, I don't think are they selling them anymore?
No, but if anyone's ever getting rid of one,
Oh, okay.
I'd love to find a second one. Reason why I want to paint it Vic 20 color.
Are you gonna put a sticker on it, Vic 20?
Yeah, why not? It'd look
Vic
pretty
20
cool
mini.
beside the 64.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Are you selling, do you have any of those Jerry Ellsworth joysticks in your inventory?
Say that again. It's like the screen sort of froze when you were
Do you
talking.
have any of those Jerry Ellsworth joysticks in your inventory? You know, the Commodore 64 joystick with all the preloaded games?
No. I've got my own and I've got my dad's, which were the first two to
Okay.
get signed by the three of the guys.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And then everybody else all went and lined up behind them.
Okay.
Ruining my chance for having the $1 million one.
I want to get one. I've only seen them on display at in Chicago. So I've never seen somebody sell it.
Yeah, you should have come out to the 25th anniversary show that we did. We were giving them away then.
What? Are you kidding me?
That was
Hey, guys, I know
before
it's early,
CVS
but it's-
Pharmacy or whatever had them. Yeah.
No, it's early, but is World of Commodore being talked about yet?
I've seen emails, but I haven't read them yet.
Okay, I'll check.
Someone operating a power saw?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
I said it sounded like somebody was operating a power saw.
No, that's Tom's chair every time he moves back or adjusts himself.
Sorry about that. This thing's got to hold up 400 pounds, so it squeaks.
Hey Keith, they have the C64 mini on Amazon, but it's $39 US
Oh,
plus
That's
delivery.
not the worst deal. Probably be about duty would probably be just as much.
Well, it says 17 on top of that. Yeah, that's too expensive. I don't know if you want that.
Yeah. Too expensive to paint and stick on the wall.
Yeah. You know what? You can pick it up from the Kijiji or something. Some people have it used. If you're gonna paint it anyways, you don't care if it's a closed box or anything, right?
Yeah, that's what I've been watching Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace. I'll find one. No rush.
There was a guy trying to sell it. I think it was like $20. No one was buying it.
I know. I should have. I guess I could hang a real Vic 20 on the wall, but whatever.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't pay $100 for the one from Amazon. Might as well get a real one. You know.
Yeah. Hey Joe, you got any Vic 20s?
I know. I was on the
not
fence
currently,
for a
no.
while. I was on the fence for a while to buy the Amiga Mini, and I finally caved and got it. But I was reminded by my friend that there's nothing I can't do with my Amiga or my Pi 400, because my Pi 400 emulates everything that the Mini can do and more. You know, all the way up to Amiga 2000. But I wanted to get that look. the mini, you know.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
But
I have, like-
Anybody else do any Pi? Raspberry Pi?
Yeah, I do, and I also have a Mister. And I've been looking at this board that I've seen the other day. It's like a breakout board for the Mister that fits in a 1200 case, an Amiga 1200 case. And then you can use your Amiga 1200 keyboard and everything. So you basically put your Mister inside your Amiga.
Do you have
Simon,
a
have you seen
website for
that?
this?
I haven't seen that. Was it
I'll see if I can find a link. Hang on.
okay? I bought it's called the Mini Mig. Again, it's like the Mister, I think. You put the core onto it's FPGA. Now there's a new version where you can actually put a real 6800, an actual 6800 CPU onto that board, and it's supposed to run that, and it can also run the PyStorm. So you can put that on top of it, but it's around $300. I wasn't willing to pay that price. I think for that price, I'll get the Mister, as Keith said.
What is a Mister? What's that?
It's like an FPGA hardware that would basically emulate the Amiga and other systems as well, not just the Amiga.
Which Amiga does it emulate?
Which Amiga?
Yeah.
Oh, I think all of them.
Is it like the Mini Mig?
It's like the Mini Mig, but it's more powerful, I think. I haven't looked into it, but I got the Mini Mig. You know the Mini Mig, Nico? You heard of that?
Yeah, I was here for the presentation.
Yeah, that's right. So I got the guy who put it together to present for us. He sells them. He still sells them. So he came out with a different version. If you go to his website, and the updated version has, like I said, you can actually put in an actual 6800 CPU on it.
Oh,
Plug
sweet.
it in, and you can also plug the PyStorm, which
That's sweet.
yeah, it works, but it's in the range of 300 to 400, I think. He's asking for the board. It's probably because the material cost, right? Everything went up in price.
Yes, I noticed his prices went up.
Oh yeah, but
That was a mistake because when he presented,
yeah,
it was like 20 Canadian dollars. It was like ridiculous. And I thought the price was going to stay that way. And I looked at it last week and my jaw dropped
yeah,
because it's up to 200 Canadian now, right? Or something.
yeah. The
Oh,
original
yeah.
Mini Mig, right?
Yeah.
It's actually the original one that he presented at the time that he had. It's 220 now. I
220.
bought it. I think it was 150 when I bought mine before the presentation, and I knew about it. But now it's 220 Canadian,
Wow.
and the latest version that takes the 6800 CPU, it looks like it's 380, 350, 380, 300.
Do you have the link for Mr.?
Keith probably has it, but I'll send the link. Oh, you have the Mini Mig one anyway. It's Mini
Yeah, I
Mig.
have the Mini Mig, but I'd like to see the Mr.
Can you tell me what a FPGA is? Is it does it have anything to do with the Golf Association?
It's a chip that you program. It's a programmable chip that takes on any CPU that you want. So you basically give it, you put in the core, which would be basically it takes the form of the actual CPU at the time. So the 6800, for example, the Mini Mig, it takes the internal, it's like taking a snapshot of the actual 6800 CPU, and you put it into the FPGA, which is basically a programmable chip. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think that's what it is.
Doesn't it stand for formatable programmable array or something like that?
Yeah.
Does it use UV light? Is that
No, it doesn't. It's not UV erasable. It's not like you're thinking about the ROMs, the EEPROMs.
EEPROMs, yeah.
Hey guys, I posted the link in the chat. It's called the Mistress.
Mistress?
Yeah, it's an add-on for a Mister that lets you put it in your Amiga chassis.
Oh.
So you have one of those new 1200 net cases or something. you could.
Keith, if you can also put in the link for the actual Mister, I think Nico was looking for that.
There's a lot of places you can get it. So let me find one. I know it's Mr. Add-ons is the one place that I was usually sending people. They're really good. I'll find the link.
There's this one, Nico. I'll put this one. This is like it just gives you information about the Mister, I guess.
Okay, thank you.
Mister in under 10 minutes, it said. And it has some links that you can check out.
Thanks.
No problem. How much does that run for now, Keith, the Mister, if you want to get it?
Well, they're kind of expensive right now because everything else, right? It's a shortage of trying to get a DE10 developer board. So Mister's a bunch of things. You have to buy one of these DE Nano developer boards, and then with that you need to buy a 128 meg RAM card for it, and then you get an IO board, and you get a USB hub and all these add-ons that makes this big cube that you see in the pictures. But you don't have to go that far. Really, all you need is the DE Nano and the 128 meg RAM board. And then from there, you can use everything. But if you want like VGA out or 9-pin joystick connectors, you need to have that analog board. But if you're happy with USB and HDMI, you don't really need to buy all those things.
So how much is
I
it?
can show you guys my Mister if you want. It's kind of a mess, but I can show you. Give
I
me
think
2
that-
minutes. I'll go down to my computer.
Does anyone agree with me that the colors look pretty good on our face? Our face colors are pretty good. Like, the colors of our pictures are pretty good compared to last time.
Last time you said?
Last time?
Yeah, before, yeah. I noticed that my face has more red in it than before. So
That's normal. Maybe lighting. I don't know.
I was gonna say it's lighting and the camera shooting up at you rather than straight at you. So you're getting
No.
more shadow.
Yeah.
So in that thing you sent, Keith, I see a setup where they have an SSD drive. Oh, I guess it runs off.
Yeah, there's quite a few add-ons for these things. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be set up.
So are you guys mostly playing Amiga games these days, or Commodore 64, or emulator?
I'm playing online games.
Online? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I play. I use Vice. It's a pretty good emulator. I also have lots of PAL games on there. Vice lets me switch it to PAL, so you get those too. I was playing this neat game for the C64. It's called Chain Reaction. And I think it's a PAL game, but it's like you're in a nuclear reactor and you have to find 18 control rods and bring them back to the central. There's this big hole. You have to drop all the control rods into the hole before your time runs out. It's like if you move the joystick to the left, then the astronaut rotates left. You move it to the right, the astronaut rotates right. And if you pull back on the joystick, the astronaut uses his jetpack, goes up, and then he starts going forward. It's really pretty challenging. And there's these holes in the floor where you can't, if you walk on a hole, then you go down to the next level, which is not good. You have to keep going up in the levels. So, yeah, it's pretty good game. Has anyone ever tried that game? No. So,
Yeah, I use Vice when I have to emulate, but I like using the real hardware as much as I can. I just don't like the emulator, even on the Pi. I get all these error messages when I use Vice on a Pi 400. But the
oh,
Amiga emulator, I use Pi Amiga, and that's smooth. So the Amiga emulations come a long way.
mm-hmm.
But the Vice, I don't know. I like it on a PC, but for some reason the Pi has got a lot of bugs. They still got to figure out.
Yeah, well, I use Vice on my Alienware computer, so and I don't get any error messages either, even with PAL. So it's good for me.
Does anybody have a Zoom floppy?
Yeah, I still have mine, but I don't use it much. I mostly use Vice. So.
Okay.
But there's some games I would like to put on actual hardware, on discs. So.
Yeah, I want to get a Zoom floppy to archive discs. Zoom floppy. Yep. Oh, cool. James, yeah, has one. Do you like it?
Right.
Yeah, Zoom floppy works really well, and they have some cheaper versions on eBay that are just like a cable with connectors on either end that kind of do the same thing. So you can get a real floppy drive and connect it to your computer. They're very handy for sure.
So using what software are you using for Zoom floppies? CVM Commando? What's that called?
Oh gosh, it's I haven't used it for a while. It was I don't remember. It was a handy, it was real basic.
Yeah.
It just had, contents of one drive on one side, the other drive on the other side. You kind of drag and drop. Oh my gosh, I could see it, but I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue here. Let's see.
The camera on the phone really doesn't work very well. Let me find a laptop.
I'm looking at the Zoom floppy manual right now. Oh, really? There's 3D printed case?
Yeah, I think I have one.
Sweet. Yeah, I'd be interested in getting one. That's cool. Yeah, please.
Nice talking to you guys. I'll see you some other time. Bye.
I think the program is OpenCBM. Does that sound right? I was just looking it up. So it looks familiar for the Zoom floppy.
So what's happening, Joe? I feel all alone by myself here. Nobody wants to talk to me.
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. I was just going a little stir crazy here. There's no sounds coming across, and you look at the table of participants, and there's all kinds of people there. Just nobody's got their mics turned on. Even Joey's got his mic turned on, but he's not responding.
Well, I'm on. I keep wanting to put it down to go grab something to eat, and then all of a sudden everybody starts talking again. But I'm doing it right now. Back in a moment.
You see, that's why I grabbed mine just before I got on.
I just feel like I'm unprepared. I have nothing interesting to share.
Neither do I, but I'm still here. We can always go back and listen to my squeaky chair.
All right, I got my Mister set up. If anyone wants to see that.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry it took so long. Had to find a webcam. Had to find all this kind of stuff. So let's the Amiga on the Mister. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So it's not super fast, but it's decent. I don't really have anything special set up on it. Basic Amiga.
Oh, it runs pretty fast.
Yeah, I don't really have anything on it. Complain.
What do you have the sysinfo program?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. Just an old file I found. I just hooked up. Yep. I guess. No, what is it? Show config and tools is probably the closest we're gonna get. Yeah, so it's set up as an 020. Works really well. I just haven't done much with it. For but 256 megs of RAM. 2 of chip. Pretty speedy. I mean, it works pretty good. What I plan on doing is actually taking my PyStorm core and or my image and putting it on.
Or you can put in the PyStorm core in there?
Yeah, I guess you could, not the core, but any disk. So.
Oh, I see.
Don't know how to get out of the emulator. That's the one thing about the Amiga core is I'm not sure how to get out of it with all the keyboard stuff. So I'll just power cycle it. All right, so when you turn on your Mister, is basically what it looks like. I have a custom background.
You can run it as arcade. Yeah.
Yeah, they have your arcades, your consoles. So if you go to consoles, you have Atari, pretty much everything you can think of. I don't have them all set up, but I do have. I'm a big Neo Geo fan.
Oh, do you have a Vectrex set up?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I don't think there's any game in it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty cool that you can do that.
Yeah. Oh, there's one game, I guess.
It comes with it, I think, the built-in. Yeah, that's the built-in one. Yeah, it's not exactly the same as the original, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
I have to hook up the keyboard to get the F12. F12 gets you out of the. So. Sorry for the choppy video. I just didn't really have anything prepared.
That's not a problem.
So my Mister, you can see it very well. I put it into a micro ATX case. Case. I did all custom 3D printed. Kind of hard to see.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I did something different.
Looks impressive.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Reset. You can change your core. So I can go load. That's what Turbo Duo. I like Turbo Graphics stuff.
So Keith, does the stuff come with that, or you have to put in all these cores?
Like any, well, you can run this update script that basically builds it for you, and then you
Okay.
just get your. So anyone knowing Turbo Graphics will know must have game. Fighters. Oh, sorry. Everyone knows Courage. I'm in the wrong spot. I don't use it that much lately. I go in spurts where I'll use it for a long time and then I won't touch it for a while.
Yeah, that's the problem too. At Minimig, I did the same. When I first got it, I was playing around with it, and then I haven't used it.
Yeah. So it's pretty much accurate. The difference with it is it's not really emulation. The cores get loaded into the FPGA and mimic the hardware. So if there was flaws in the game, they're usually in the core. Yeah, anyone probably knows this game if they ever played the TurboGrafx 16. The one thing I noticed with the Mister I really like is that the timing of it is really good. So, like Neo Geo, for example, most Neo Geo emulators are either too fast or they're too slow, or there's just something off about them. With this one, it's the closest thing I've found to an actual Neo Geo. The game I know well. Hero Fighters 2, most people know that one. I don't know why I don't have sound, but I usually have sound. Maybe my monitor. But yeah, it's pretty accurate. It's very fast. And especially Neo Geo, I find if I'm playing that, it feels like I'm playing a Neo Geo. It doesn't have that weird delay that the Pies have.
Yeah, that I would know. But I guess for the Amiga, well, the Amiga, can you tell with the games for the Amiga?
I haven't really played a lot on it for Amiga, but I heard it. From what people tell me, it's bang on.
Bang on, okay.
Yeah, I know for Neo Geo, it's bang on. TurboGrafx 16, it's perfect. Apparently, there's a 128 core coming. 64 core is really good. I haven't done much with it, to tell you the truth, but
Okay, I'm back. What is that, Keith?
this is a Mister. You have Apple, you have NEC, you have like Commodore, everything. I don't know if my 64 core works. I haven't really tried it. Yeah. You just pick whatever core you want, and it goes. Pretty simple.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's even like the 68,000, the Sharp X 8000, TRS-80, ZX Spectrum. I don't know if any of these work. I have to really think. Oh, yeah. People are. I don't know what this would be. There's so many systems. It's really pretty impressive. Sinclair. Gives you a bit of a view of what it looks like. An arcade, well, there's every game you can think of. Here's one everyone should know, Black Tiger. Pretty common. So all the arcade games work really, really well. I have a big arcade cabinet, and what I do is I put this inside of it. I have a USB to all the joysticks. It's called a Zinmo or something, and that converts it to the old analog joysticks and buttons. So I'll put my Mister in my arcade cabinet, play all those old games. Works really well. So yeah, they're a bit of money, but totally worth it.
So how much would a setup like this would cost right now, Keith?
I did it as about $500. I think now you're looking somewhere around 800.
Wow.
Hang on a minute.
But that's pretty cool. You have everything in one.
Sorry, I have to be on mute. I was coughing. Yeah, pretty much all your games and these scripts that are out there. You just hook up your Mister to the internet, run the update scripts, and it goes and downloads all the latest files and updates. Very easy to update and keep it up to date.
So you mean you configure it the way you did right now, just by going on the internet and getting all the
pretty much, yeah.
Right.
So
wow.
yeah, you can configure your aspect ratio, your scan, even like on emulation, you can do the dip switches for each of the cores. Reboots really quick. Back up.
Capcom.
Yeah, so scripts, you have all these scripts, but the main one that's important is update all. And you run that, and it'll go and update all the latest cores, all your games, everything really, really well set up.
Nice.
Yeah. I have mine on Wi-Fi, so it's just on wireless. Really nice. I have a 120 gig storage card on it. You can add a SATA card or USB if you want, like a SATA or an M2 USB drive, whatever you want, and have like huge collections. There's some files you can download that are like 400 gigs of games and files. So yeah, that's a little Mister. It's pretty cool. I'll see if we can get a little bit better view of it inside.
So you have a SATA, the what's SSD drive in there?
No, I just have a micro SD in mine. That's about it.
But you can run it with a SSD drive, right?
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah. I think you still need a small micro SD to boot off of, but then you can have a USB. So I hooked up 2 USBs here, and then I'm gonna put 2 more in the back. I'm not quite done the back of it yet. I did the Ethernet. I have to do my power still. I put a plug, but I haven't changed it. On-off switch. So I'm not quite done that part yet. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's hard to see because the reflection, but I 3D printed all the plates and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'll bring it to World Common. We do one. I'll show you guys something else I've been working on. This is my second one. You probably see it in the background, but it's a Amiga 3000 motherboard.
Oh, you're putting it together.
Yeah, I'm almost done this one. Lots of work. I built one already. It's in a 3000. It's blue, and then I decided to do another one, the black one. So pretty neat. A lot of all new parts.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's uses Sims. See that? Yeah. So on these, they replaced all those little zip chips with Sims. You have 2 Sims.
All original chips you're using there too, man.
Yeah, the original stuff. Yeah, something else I've been working on. I have a lot of things I'm working on. Never have time. Yeah, I guess. Anything else you guys want to see? 3,000. That's a real 3,000 normal one. What else can I show you guys? Anything else you want to see?
What else you got?
Simon, you like that?
What is that? What color is it? What is that?
The 3,000 tower in the box.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Figure you'd like to see that. All right, I'll stop sharing. Let someone else share for a while.
Thanks for sharing there, Keith. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
no problem.
Thank you.
Now it's gonna be quiet again.
Just gonna step out for a bit, guys. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll show you guys some more of my junk. You can see them hiding in the corner over there. And I have another 3,000 over there. Some boards. Parts all over the place. Typical retro basement. I guess if there's another World of Retro Computing, or if we do World of Commodore or whatever, maybe I'll bring my Mister. You guys can check that out.
I think a lot of people would love to see that. I know I would for one. So
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
like to see it at a show, sure.
What's new with you, Joe?
Not a heck of a lot.
Nah.
Sort of in between jobs, I guess you'd say. We
Okay.
got kicked out of the building. We're looking for a new building.
Oh, fun. That's probably not easy this time.
Exactly.
At this stage.
So technically I'm laid off, but if every once in a while, the boss gets a sale for something or a piece of equipment, and a few hours to go in, take photos, and move shit around, and then back out again. But everything's in storage.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go offline for a few minutes. I'll talk to you when I get back.
I see Steve's on. Hey, Steve. Hey, Keith. I'm gonna jump off, guys. Thanks for checking out my Mister, and we'll talk again next month. See you later.
Okay, see you, Keith.
Oh, that's.
Oh, anybody still here?
I'm still here.
Hey, Joe. Wow. a lot
Tom
of
Tom
people
will be
dropped
back
off.
in a moment. He just came up here to for a minute,
Oh, okay.
heading back down to the basement now.
A lot of people dropped off.
I guess usually there's a moderator keeping things going.
No, they usually just chit chat. And what happened to Nico and Chris from? They're from the US? They dropped off.
I didn't see Nico.
Nico was on the whole time.
Was she? Oh, wrong Nico. Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
Nikki. I'm thinking Nikki.
I guess he dropped off when maybe when I stepped out a little bit.
Possibly.
Oh, Tom is
I've
back.
got it set for single mode right now. So I don't see everybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's only 6 of us left.
Okay.
And he hasn't come back. He said he's gonna come back in 45 minutes.
I guess when I minimize the screen, it puts it to single mode as a default.
Okay.
I have returned.
I'm sort of playing an online game at the same time here.
Oh, nice.
No, I walked past that room. You weren't playing games. You're watching pornos.
Okay, it's an adult game. Sorry. I'd share the screen with you, but I'd probably get in trouble.
It's on YouTube, yeah. I guess Keith dropped off too.
Yeah, he said he was going. I guess you were away for that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did say he was going.
Yeah, I think Marlon got bored or something because nobody was talking,
So he
and
dropped off.
he only saw himself and me as videos. So
I don't want you
I don't
guys to
think
see
he
what I look
realized-
like. Hell,
hey, I have to put up with that fucking image every day. So what's your problem?
So maybe instead of putting in the money for that A500 mini, I'll take that and put it towards the Mister. It looks like that's a pretty good thing to get.
It
if you
looks
got the
rather
case to
impressive.
put it
Yeah.
in, yeah.
But I can't believe it was 500. Now it's 800.
Well, is it even the simplest things like plastic forks? You can't get a hold of those anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the resin that's used in a lot of plastics and plexiglass got prioritized to go towards syringes,
Oh.
right?
Oh, weren't you saying, Joe, that it also went for that plexiglass for the shields on the?
Well, yeah, plexiglass itself
Yeah,
got prioritized to go for PPE use versus everything else.
I see.
Okay, now they've ramped up production and everything. Things have calmed down. You can probably get it a lot easier. But the resin that's used comes out of whatever country.
Yeah.
And yeah, that stuff just went up and skyrocketed in value.
Wow. There's a shortage on it, I guess, right now.
Exactly, yeah.
Are you still doing the same thing you're doing back in the lockdown period?
I was, but like I said, there was a little dispute with the landlords or whatever. And some bullshit went on. We got locked out by a tenant that's not allowed to do that. And he lost his court case and everything. And the judge said, you guys can't get along or whatever, gave us 30 days to get out. And it's like, well, fuck, it took 90 days to move in.
Wow.
So we got half of it out. And the guy went and locked the gate and everything on us right at midnight or whatever. And it's been almost another month now. So what, May 15th is when the door is locked. It's been another month back and forth with legal bullshit, trying to get papers to allow us to go back in for one more month and get the rest of it out. But the guy is being an asshole, says we got to work in this corner and do this first and then do that and then do that and then do this. And you're not allowed to sell anything.
Wow.
Right. And it's like, well, fuck, we're moving out. We're selling half the shit we don't need.
And you said he lost the court case too.
Yeah, he lost the court case. Yeah. So there's going to be another court case back and forth for damages and all this other shit, right?
Wow.
Countersuits and stuff. But the first that'll take like a year to go through. The first step is to get the shit out and get it into another place where we can.
Okay, when you do that, then you go back to normal working hours, right?
It should be normal working hours. Problem is, we've lost our two main accounts, the two main customers that we had for years and years and years.
Oh wow.
Right. So that's all part of the damages and stuff, right?
Oh wow.
So we're going to go a completely new direction. It's just I'm on unemployment until then. Trying to do a little bit of cash on the side if I can, which hasn't really happened. And I still haven't received my first unemployment check. It's been fucking 4 weeks.
Wow. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
And I got mortgage to pay every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So if it doesn't show up tomorrow, that leaves me till midnight to come up with the next mortgage payment, which I've got here. It just means taking it out of,
Your savings, yeah.
all the business funds and everything that I've got kicking around.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Now my savings are wiped out now.
Oh wow.
Not that I had a lot. I had done some home repair stuff and other things that ate it up.
Yeah, you've also had that asshole rip you off. So
some other jobs that never didn't go through right.
Yeah, not good. And the reason why, Joe, right now they did all this stuff, but they can't pay you guys, so they decided to dispute with you.
No, it took like several months there after we moved in to get up and running again. And we had the first real order on the dock waiting to go out the door, $18,000 or whatever it was, right? And that's the night the guy locked the gate, or locked the doors and locked the gate, and started this bullshit.
Yeah, but why? What's the reason? I mean, you said he was.
It was a dispute about the building. We were holding back the rent, because he hadn't fixed the roof, and it rains more inside than outside.
Oh,
like
wow,
it's like flowing down the walls, over electrical panels, everything. It's like should be a condemned building, right?
Wow.
It's not just a few little spots, right? It actually pours and yeah. So we got it all on video and everything, right? And it was all supposed to been done before we move in. So we've been there several months. A whole winter's gone past and nothing's happened, right? Or very little has happened to fix the problem. And the judge even agreed. There's no way people should even be in this building with these conditions.
Exactly.
Right? These are not just little put a bucket here spots, right?
Yeah.
This is a major problem, right? So after
Putting
we got
a
allowed
ground
back in,
pool there
we
wouldn't
had
help.
fire come in and all the different inspectors, building inspectors and stuff, and they all agreed and wrote him up on all kinds of shit.
Wow.
Right? Which of course he's not happy about. And we had it all done unanimously, or no, anonymously.
Anonymously.
Anonymously, right?
But he knows.
So he doesn't think, and they all said, no, the building was classified for storage, not for actual use, right? Or zoned or whatever they call it, right? And so they wrote it up that they were driving by, saw that there's people in it, and flagged it for inspection, right? And every time he's asked us or whatever, talked to us about it, the inspectors coming in, we keep saying, yeah, why are you sending the inspectors around? You only give us 30 days to come in, and then you tie us up with all these fucking inspectors, right? Look like we thought he did it, right? But yeah, after we're fully out of there, he still won't be able to rent out the building or anything. Not without paying fucking close to 150 grand for all the repairs that are supposedly needed. It's like the roof alone is 40 grand.
Wow.
Yeah. For a building that's only supposed to be there for maybe 2 more years, and that's it. They're going to tear it down and make it into condominiums.
Wow.
Right. So. All he can do legally probably is do outside storage on the land, the property, That's probably all he'll be able to do to try and generate some income from that place.
But in the meantime, he's got all your stuff locked up in his location.
Yeah.
So
Well-
what's to say he's not stealing from that?
Like I said, we've been watching for that, but we need to get in there and see. Right now, with those disputes going back and forth, I don't think he's going to touch it. He's trying to set himself up. From what I'm seeing with the papers going back and forth, he's trying to set himself up so that we leave the most expensive and the metal stuff till the very end, so that if we do end up having to leave it behind or get caught on that 30-day thing or whatever, he can sell it for scrap, rather than being stuck with things like furniture and other stuff that he'd have to pay to get rid of.
Trying to check out pricing for that Mister. Can't find it. That setup that Keith has was pretty good. It must have cost over 800 though, for sure. You guys heard from Leaf?
No, I thought he'd be on here.
Well, that's what I thought, but
Him and Ian.
What's that?
Him and Ian. Usually the two of them are
Oh,
on here
Ian
all
is
the
usually
time.
here. He's not usually here. Ian is not usually here.
No? Okay. Well, it shows you how long since I've been here.
Yeah.
I keep missing it.
But the last time I talked to Leaf was I picked up that sun box
Mhm.
that he was giving away. I picked it up for somebody from the kitchen.
So I wanted to talk to him. I just noticed that because I didn't get a notice about this event tonight.
Oh yeah,
And
me
then
neither.
And then I went and looked. The last thing I got on CBN Friends list or whatever, CBM Toronto, was April 20th.
Oh yeah, we haven't been getting anything there either. Is there something wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. Have I been banned or something, or kicked off, or like I
Well,
haven't
I
seen any
checked my-
messages since April 20th.
I checked my old emails, and the last one I received from our chat lines was from 2 years ago.
Wow.
Okay, so you need to be updated then.
Yeah, Enio is going to look into that,
Okay.
at least for me. I don't know if he's going to do it for you as well, but I don't think I mentioned it to him. So if he ever comes back online,
Yeah, he said
mention to him.
Yeah, he should be on by 9. He said. He said he's going for 45 minutes. I was like 8:15.
But you're right. I haven't been receiving any emails. Is there something wrong with that?
That's what we were wondering. I thought it was just me. If you're not getting any and Tom's not getting any, then there might be something else going on.
Oh, I saw a lot of. I see a lot of emails for January. I went to the website.
January, yeah. What about June?
Sorry, not January. June.
There is some for June?
Yeah, June 2022.
Okay, so we need to get a push then to everybody who's been nailed. So I know I haven't replied in a while or done anything back and forth in a while, but I should be still subscribed as a reader.
Yeah, me too.
Well, this is it, and we were both there at World of Commodore last year, so we should have been on the most recent membership list.
I guess I gotta check with Annie.
That one over there.
Here, check this out. I can show you on TPUG. Can I even share my screen?
All I've got is your name.
Oh, no, I can't share the screen. Oh, host disabled participants sharing screen. Ah,
Okay, Enio has to be there.
yeah. So yeah, if you go to the TPUG here.
Yeah, when I first logged on, it said I couldn't unmute myself. I'm going, what
really?
the hell? And then I noticed that Tom had already unmuted himself before I could.
Yeah, down on the bottom left-hand corner, there's a mute button and a stop video button.
Yeah, that's what I was playing with, and it said the moderator has disallowed it. I'm going to say what? But then after hitting it several dozen times or holding on it, it finally gave it to me.
Okay.
At that point, you would finally gotten yours. Unless he hits a button that does all of us.
That's a possibility too.
Oh man, there's a lot of emails that I missed out on. Yeah, it's been a month or something.
Yeah. So
We
for me,
got
it was
getting
April.
muted.
For me, it was April 20, the last one I got.
Wow.
Bunch on April 15, and then one on April 20.
Very interesting.
Well, I think I'm going to call it quits, guys. It's almost 9 o'clock anyway. So
Oh yeah, I guess I'll do the same. We'd only be chit chatting here.
Is it just us three?
No, there's
no.
seven, but
yeah,
Hold
the
on.
7 participants, but we are the only 3 that are mic'd on.
Oh, yeah, James, Jeff Bordeaux. There we go. And that one over there.
Yeah, I don't know who that one is.
I'm going to head off too. James is going to head off. Okay.
Well, good night, gentlemen.
okay, good night.
Good night, guys.
That's who she was.
Stay well.
I was debating whether it was Eric or you. Be one of the only you two would do that.
My biggest empathy is for you, Joe. I'm really sorry to hear what happened.
It's just crazy.
No
Through the
kidding.
entire survive through the entire COVID thing to have some idiot
Right?
who doesn't even own the building fucking get us screwed up and damn near bankrupt the company.
That's total bullshit. No kidding. Wow. Should we start a GoFundMe or something like that? Like, that would help? Like, I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
Right.
Well, it's not off the table, you know. Like,
Yeah,
an
it should be a
option.
charity case though.
yeah. I mean, to figure out something, you know. If you guys want, we can do that.
Once I get once the EI starts coming in, I'll be able to ride it out until we get the new building.
Yeah.
But there's like the company owes me several paychecks plus holiday pay and whatever, right? So I'm not worried
Okay.
about that.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, big hugs to you guys, to you and Tom, and you know that you pull through everything, and that if there's any way that we can support you with our community here, I'd be open to exploring that opportunity in
Okay.
whatever little way I
Thank you.
can. You're welcome.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hey, welcome
buddy.
You missed the big news.
Everybody's just signed. Like half the guys just signed off.
Yeah.
They didn't think you were coming back.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
The lone 4 wolves are remaining.
Nika, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, all right, thanks. Just chilling, you know, doing some modeling and my in-world stuff. So
That's cool. Just checking up on the candy chats now.
fair enough.
So what did I miss?
Oh man, big news of the day.
Which one?
Tell him, Joe.
No, I'm laid off now,
Aw,
right? But
Hmm.
it's because our company went through a little bullshit with a what do you call it? A land dispute, I guess, a building dispute.
yeah.
And the guy who's only a tenant, not even the landlord of the building, locked all the doors on us
Oh, Sean.
and did some shit. Ended up he lost the court case, but it took 3 weeks to get back in for a month.
Wow.
And the judge said, even though we won the court case and they pay our legal fees and shit, that it looks like we can't resolve our differences or whatever,
Right.
and still gave us 30 days to get out.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How the hell do you
And
do
it's like,
that?
wait a second, it took 90 days to move in.
Yeah.
Right.
The hell?
So, at the end of the 30 days or whatever, during that time, just to fuck up the guy, because they agreed that the building is no fucking good with the leaking roof and stuff, right? It rains inside more than outside. It actually runs down the walls and over
Absolutely.
electrical panels and all kinds of shit.